Should we sally forth and continue to find out? You got to go.
The idea being, maybe asking you.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Okay, we can start.
Yes.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So systems.
Yes. What about them?
What is a system?
They are things in a company.
That's a bit hype. Did you just like reify a thing?
Yeah, because it bugs the crap out of you.
Don't reify stuff, please. Like, I can't take it.
But the reaction's priceless.
It is priceless.
Yeah.
That's beside the point. You don't
No, it's not. That is my
me.
point.
I don't want to be triggered all the time.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I hate being triggered.
Yeah, right?
Anyway, systems.
Yes.
Systems in a business, in an organization, and
Yes.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? What is a system?
They kind of look like chains if you really break them down.
They are.
Yeah.
That's really all it is. A system is an interlocking set of behaviors that might be one person, multiple people, all these things going together.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a crash.
Oh.
Somebody crashed.
Systems.
That was loud.
Yeah, interlocking.
Interlocking.
Yes.
Okay, systems, interlocking. We have, what do we have? Chains.
Yes.
That's what you were saying.
Yes.
So give me an example of a system that you work with.
A system. Well, we have scheduling chains and onboarding training chains.
Sure.
You know, systems, right?
So it doesn't have to be just straight up software. It could be a series
No, it's a series of tasks and people doing stuff. And
What's the reinforcers?
what's the reinforcers? Only escape.
Only escape.
Only escape.
And their stances. Wow.
No, reinforcers, we have coffee cards, attentions, and money, and all those pieces. Access to work, access to tasks.
All of the environmental constraints coming together to select the behavior that you like.
Something like that. You might want to say that again.
Why?
Why?
Do we have a bad system?
I would just like to be clear.
Okay. Something tells me that our system for choosing recording locations might be a little bit lacking.
Well, because technically we've never had one. We usually just pick a spot and say that's neat.
And we flew over to Washington, D.C. to record some videos.
Yes.
So there you go, people. We're in Washington, D.C. Systems.
Yeah.
The example that we're making about the airplanes taking off overhead, there's a lot of systems going on. Imagine the taking off, the landing, all of that stuff happening. Those are processes that need to occur. They need to be finite. They need to be
Tight
and described well. And so things take off and don't crash.
Yes. Especially for how often they're actually taking these out.
Right. And we got another one coming down in the background. Another one taking off. They're going to be in a race here.
They're doing a lot of things.
So they've got a good system. Our system probably not so good. We came out here to record some cool videos and realized you can't hear anything.
No.
Oops, bad system.
Yeah.
All right, and there's probably people coming in and out of here.
Yeah, we did
another example of a bad system.
Not so well.
So
not so well.
When we talk about chaining in the systems, that's what we're really talking about. Is building behavioral chains. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So what kind of chains do we work with in the work?
Generally forward chains, because backward chains are weird.
Let me do all of your work for you.
Yeah.
And you collect a paycheck.
It's kind of like a sign-on bonus.
Right.
Yes.
It's a good system, Brad.
It's a real good system.
Yeah,
we should probably look into this.
Finish this up really quick.
Yes.
So
you got your backward chain. Not really that realistic because you're paying them beforehand.
Right, and not only you're paying them, but you're doing all the work for them.
Yeah.
Like, don't do anything except the very last step.
If that's how you operate, you can hire me anytime.
Okay, that sounds good. Forward chains with leaps ahead, maybe not. The problem, in my experience, is total task chaining.
Yes.
Here's your job description. Go.
I think leaps ahead is probably more of a secondary training process.
So
you've given them the rough idea, and then you got to clean it up a bit.
So you brought up a good point. With any system, with any chain, you have to teach each link in the chain.
Yep.
Don't forget to do that.
Weird. You mean you have to actually get control of their response to put another one next to it?
Yeah.
And then keep going?
Yep.
That's weird.
And ideally, each response
and then you
reinforce them for the previous step.
Yeah, that's
like a real chain.
That seems backwards.
All right. So when you do those systems, the idea is you want them to interlock. So you want one system to make sure that it's successful at producing the outcome of the behaviors that you need to do, right? And then that should trigger another system to go off, or somebody else to do their job, or whatever it may be. These things should interlock and they should work together. Sometimes software is involved.
Makes sense.
Sometimes you get a good system. You get a good piece of software. That helps out your processes. A scheduling tool, or a new billing tool, or new photo editing software,
yes,
video editing software,
or
it's really hard
performance
to do
review things, or just
without something fancy.
Yeah.
Performance review. Oh, there's a great example.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about OBM and performance reviews.
Yeah.
The system of how you engage in those behaviors. So thinking about the behaviors in the workplace as a system helps you compartmentalize these particular tasks, these more complex tasks. I'm going to wait.
Why?
That's loud.
What's loud?
That piece of aluminum overcast up there. I don't know what.
So that's great. You have all the responses, all the chains built.
Yep.
So what happens to the chains?
Hopefully you reinforce them. Hopefully they
Yes.
become predictive of each other, so on and so forth, and you put these things together, and it might be...
That could work for a while, but I'm thinking, what if one chain doesn't work for everybody?
What do you mean?
You end up having,
That never happens.
That never happens?
My chains are perfect.
Your chains are perfect. There's never an issue.
I've never had a problem.
Let's say you start with 5 people in your caseload, now you have 30.
Oh, so you're talking about scalability
Yeah.
issues? Yeah. So sometimes your chains don't work across multiple environments, across changes like that. So you have to be ready to change your system.
And the fun part is you don't need to be necessarily experimental to know.
Nope.
They just break.
They break.
Yeah.
Everything falls apart.
Straight up.
They let you know. Like
Clip.
quickly. Nothing's working.
Yeah.
I got an email earlier today. Nothing's working. It doesn't work. It can't happen. I'm like, why not? It's just a chain. Well,
Probably
47 people have to do too many things.
Have you tried communicating effectively?
I have not. That's one of the more issues I understood is that I don't tell people what to do. Well,
I see.
anyway.
There we go. So scalability, how do we address that?
You want to look at the outcomes that you're looking for, right? So what outcomes do we need, and what behaviors do we need to do to get there?
And that's hard because sometimes those don't necessarily change. It's just more of it.
Right.
Yeah.
And you get more people doing it, and now you have systems, other systems that handle multiple pieces of input.
Yep.
Rather than just one person sending in the information that they need to send in for whatever reason. Now you got 15. Well, who is going to manage all of that? Now you got 15 pieces of information or whatever it is coming in, and you've got to do something with that. Now you have your supervisor needs to change what they're doing, so they might need to change their system. So then after you develop a system that can scale, now you can start thinking about franchising. Once you've got that system in place and it works,
you can replicate.
Replicate, boom, 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 boom. And when you start thinking in systems, you start thinking about it's not necessarily individuals that are a problem. You think about if I set something up that is a... Wow.
It wasn't loud enough.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Have I set something else up, something up in my processes or my system that is selecting for a problem behavior or not giving me the outcomes I want?
That could make sense. So part of the process could be checking the decibel range in the current environment that we select for videos.
Why did you forget the decibel tester?
Huh?
Did you forget the decibel tester?
Now we're back to the last issue of the video. I don't have one.
So having the right tools to do the job, that's another point we've already talked about.
So that means if you make a new chain, you should probably make sure they have the tools.
Aye.
Yeah.
There you go. It's really that simple, folks. So systems you can think about them in really complex ways, but I really, really just like you to think of them as chains, and behavioral chains. That's really the way I like to think of it. It makes it easy, and you already know a ton about behavioral chains. All of it applies. You're just probably not going to work with a lot of the ones that you might use when you're developing new behaviors or new complex behaviors in a kiddo that's needs that support.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. What else? Anything else?
I don't think so.
There's a lot.
Well,
I have nothing else to say. I'm sure there's a lot more to do,
okay.
but
That's different.
doesn't mean I have anything to say about it.
Yeah. Well, you should probably catch a flight.
You should probably catch a flight.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to get on one of those. Here very
What
shortly.
process do I have to follow to do that?
It's already out for you. There's pictures. Just go up and ask them. I'll tell you.
Okay.
They know what to do.
Because right now I don't have a chain.
Scalability.
Yeah. I think we'll leave you with that beautifulness from DC. This is Brad from Psychor looking for feedback loops with students asking about their test prep experiences. Here's one now. How's your test prep experience going so far? Oh my. Well, we won't mock you, we'll shape you.